So, I looked up a guide about the lore tower, or not the lore tower, the lore person who is following the path of the archer. Apparently, I was just supposed to look at the archer thing, and I didn't do that. Which I think that's one up there. So if I just go the direction that it's pointing at, I would assume that is what I am meant to do. I'm gonna get up there and realize there's a very clearly faster way at the top. Dude. Alright, whatever. Sand is everywhere, and I do like me some sand. I also I hate snow, but anytime it snows, I will take pictures of myself bare feet in the snow as if it were sand, and people will yell at me for it, which is pretty enjoyable, if I do say so myself. I'm kind of a villain. I'm kind of dark and edgy, you know. There's the archer up there, but I can't get up there. Unless I can climb a lot higher than I think I can. No, there's no way. So the archer is pointing... Looks like it's pointing to the right. Dude, I'm so agonizingly close. Just let me climb up these damn things, bro. Okay. Do you have an archer in you? Okay, you do. So this is good. So we can follow the archer. I just tried to climb up there and I couldn't, but I can see that the archer is pointing diagonally, it looks like, to the left. So this archer, I'm just gonna go right here and just go straight forward. Okay, I'm actually gonna fast travel to the cartographer again and see if maybe I missed a visual cue. I don't know. Where's lore? Have you seen lore anywhere? Because that's the geyser. Have I been down there? I've surely been down there. I think this is where I went the last time. Anyway, there's other quests I can do, so if I can't figure it out soon, then I'm gonna move on to something else. It's very Skyrim reminiscent. Like, there's a lot of just, like, go around, talk to every single person you see. Someone's gonna have a quest for you, but, like, it actually makes sense because you're a glider, so it makes sense that people are like, oh, you're out there on doing a journey of self-discovery, so you're probably interested in doing this for me right now. It's not just like oh, you're big, so you probably want to do this for no reward. I thought this was going to be an archer at first, but there's no bow, so it can't possibly be an archer. Oh, there is the bow. Did I just accidentally stumble upon an archer? He was facing this way. I don't know how to trigger the ending. I think I just need to have more than one mask, perhaps, which I only have one at the moment. I don't know if I'm going to make this or not, and when I don't, I'm going to cry, to be honest with you. No, I'll be fine. It's so, like, unclear about whether... Oh, my God, I jinxed it. I shouldn't have said I was going to be fine, because I wasn't fine. They ask you how you are, and you just have to say you're fine, and you're not fine. That's so long. There's no way, but I'm going to try it because I'm stupid. And I'm going to kind of aim half... Actually, I'm going to go for this one. I don't think I can make that. Please have enough. Please have enough. Please have enough. Please have enough. Please, please, please. These are the most tense moments of the game so far. We gliding. Okay. I hope Lore's actually in here now. Lore. Yo, Lore, what's up? We've been looking for you. The atomic priests want to chill and hang out. The stranger by the fireside introduces himself as Lore, the famous fabulist. If I had any doubts that I would recognize the fabled Lore, they vanished at the sight of her mask. A face turns. Well, that's terrifying and slightly... What's the game? Legend of Zelda? You're looking for me, aren't you? I'm a fan. I have a fan, the poet asked. Well, that's good news at least. Yet in your eye, I see the lie. You're asking for the priest. I'm not sure what to say next, and I'm certainly not in rhyme, so I give a playful shrug. Laura shakes her head and looks to the skies, her mask shifting away. I know why the priesthood wants me. Truth be told, I miss them as well. I wait for the next verse, but apparently this is just talking. What do you do for them? I am a wandering fabulist, the poet's life my choice. The priest asked me to spread safety and give their knowledge voice. She sighs. Nice, good rhymes. I tell Laura I like her rhymes. She thanks me with a little bow. The priests give me good life. I spread their word. They treat me like a queen, but there's still something wrong. I'm at an impasse. Is that how you say that? Impasse? 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 Impasso? I ask what kind, and she doesn't answer. What's your name? It's Sable. Sable, as a glider, you might have a particular insight into what I'm seeking. For what I desired is to choose a path, and you are very much on that same journey. Do you think you could help me? I tell her yes, but it's absolutely a secret maybe, bordering on doubtful. The atomic priesthood, however, strange and severe, have given me a comfortable life. I speak their truth. I spread their word, and, well, frankly, I stop them from being so bloody boring all the time. She crosses her arms. For that, they treat me wonderfully. I get anything I want, so as long as I use my gifts to convey their message. Sounds stifling. It does. It does. But it also means that I get to live a charmed life, and certainly more charmed than most who make their livings telling stories and singing songs. It's wonderful, really. So now I wonder, should I return to Ecria? Why'd you make this? I don't know. If you don't want to go, then don't go. If you want to go, then go, bro. Why do I have to? No, screw that. Laura dismisses me again. No, it isn't that easy, Sable. Don't you see? I've spent these weeks wandering the vastness of the desert, traveling through towns and encampments, through ruins and wonders, asking myself questions. And I've narrowed it down to 3 most significant questions for which I have no answers. Perhaps if you can help me. I tell her, yes, sure, of course, please. Thank you. You have a glider's wisdom. Laura draws me closer, and I look deep into the eyes of her mask. Sable, glider, what is the value of art? Is it spreading truth or is it spreading joy? It's a quite start. I tell you that the value of art is... Oh no, now if I answer, you guys are gonna judge me on my answers. What do you guys think? What is your opinion on the value of art? Is it about truth or is it about joy? Poll time? I'm not gonna do a poll. There's 2 people. There's 2 people watching. I don't think I need to do a poll. I'm gonna say the value of art. Well, not art is about art can give joy, but the value of if it was about truth, it would be a textbook. Yeah, but art, I don't know. Does art lie? Because my stream is art, right? Like in the highest form of art in humanity is my stream. So really, it's about what I believe is to be true, because I am the artist, the greatest artist of our generation, objectively, and for me, it's always been about the truth, because like I just said, I am the best artist ever objectively, which is the truth, so therefore, I think I have to say truth. So I'm going to say joy. I tell her it's joy, and she nods vigorously. If all we get is one life to live a little while, then it would seem a noble dream to give the world a smile. Fascinating, Sable. Really helpful. What is it? It is too binary. Next question. When you are faced with a challenge, how do you approach it? Do you value caution or safety? Well, what I am definitely not going to say is that I thought they were very much the same thing. Caution or safety? I am always a safety person over a cautious person. They're definitely very similar, but I think caution is saying there are 2 options and I need to be careful of the risks, whereas safety is saying there are 2 options and I need to be the one that has less risk. So for me personally, I think safety. If Bob Ross made a show The Truth of Art, would it be as entertaining? I mean, probably. It's just a name. Bob Ross is an entertaining guy. I don't think people watched it just because of the name. I tell her I think safety is more important than caution. Safety, fascinating, and you answered so quickly. Alright, you don't need to be sarcastic. Laura clears her throat. When I first left the calling, I felt I was lost. I had to go elsewhere, whatever the cost. So far out, I wonder what I hope to find. For this piece of self, did I lose peace of mind? New rhyme scheme, I like it. She nods. Versatility. You've been so helpful, Sable. Thank you. The last question is probably an easy one for you, still in your gliding. Why do we explore? What drives us? What are we seeking? Are we seeking our purpose, or are we indulging in freedom? It's danced around my thoughts now and again, but not in so many words. I wonder, is my purpose as a glider to see all the places, or to find my place? I think on it and offer an answer. The purpose of such exploration... This is such a... There's just 2 choices. Exploration is to find purpose or indulge freedom. I think exploration is about indulging in freedom. I think people explore because they can, and not everyone needs to explore to find themselves. I mean, unless you mean explore on like an emotional, spiritual level, What do you mean, why is there so many choices? There's 2. That's literally not, there's not even choices. It's just yes or no. I'm going to say indulge your freedom. Fascinating. She breathes in. Our hearts are such impatient things, they hate to be told no, so we seek out time while we're in our prime, but it's space we need to grow. Laura pauses after this last. I hear the wind blow past, then suddenly she claps. Well, that settles it. I think I've made up my mind, but I'll need another night or so to think on it. I ask Laura if she's going back to Ekria or not, and she laughs. I find myself liking her laugh quite a lot. I'll find out tomorrow. Thank you, Sable, for listening. You've been a very generous collaborator today, and I feel quite refreshed. Take this badge, a token of your contribution. A glider named Sable, the fabulous lore, shared something today on the sands. I put faith in her judgment, all trust in her brain, and my fate in her capable hands. Lore bows, and I must admit, I feel quite nice hearing that. I wish Lore the best and tell her goodbye. I don't know if I helped, but I gave it a try. Oh my god. Oh god, she's got me doing it. I actually quite like Sable as a character. Like, oh, I guess Laura already left. Sable is quite likable as a character. What is a fabulist? I don't know. I assume it's just like a thing that they made up in this game to be like artist or poet or something. But I do have 2 entertainer badges, so I'm one away to be an entertainer. Which is exciting. A fabulist is a person who composes or relates. Oh, fable. It's fabulist? But that doesn't sound right either. Or a liar, especially a person who invents, elaborate, dishonest stories. So fable, but it's not fabulist or fabulist, because that would just be spelled differently. I don't know, maybe I'm saying it wrong. Maybe when this comes out on YouTube and one person's watching it 12 years in the future after I've tragically died, they can leave a comment. So if you just check the comments of this video after I die, maybe someone will tell you. But don't do it before I die, because that would ruin the fun. Have I been up here? This feels new. Is that the kid that I was supposed to find? Oh my god. The real victory is the fun you have. Okay, so for the record, like 3 streams ago, I started playing hide and seek with this kid, and I just never bothered to find them. I completely forgot. So, the real victory is having fun with your friends. No, it's this. An entertainer's badge! I thank them for the game. Oh my gosh. I miss Simon and the rest of the clan. I wonder what she'd think of me taking up the entertainer's mask. Dude, I can get a mask now. I can get the entertainer's mask. That's actually sick. I completely gave up. I even wrote in the script that I gave up and decided not to find the kid. Wow, I don't know how I managed to not find this place the entire time. I don't even know how I got here or what turn I took. So now I'm never going to find this place again. So enjoy it while you can. Hello, children. What other games do you know? I don't know any other games. What am I, an entertainer's badge holder? This is insane how I couldn't stop walking into the Atomic Priest place and now I can't find it. I went up here. This is it. Hello. Greetings, Glider. We don't know what you said to her, Glider, but we are grateful you said it. Lore has returned with a renewed passion, and we credit you. So thank you, Glider, and be safe. And you didn't give me a single badge for that? Oh, I guess I got the entertainer's badge from her, so that makes sense. My desire to drop a kid off at a random place. I mean, it was hide and seek. The kid found his way there. He would be fine. And also, the kids approached me because they recognized that I was a glider, and they were excited about the prospect of meeting a glider and playing hide and seek with me. And we're gonna go to the mask crafter because we've got another mask. I don't think I want to be an entertainer though, but I don't actually know what I want to be. That's actually kind of a tricky thing now that I'm thinking about it. Like, cartographer would be fun, but they're really hard to get. You have to climb and then buy them. Same with the merchant ones. You have to buy the merchant badges. I already got machinist. Scrapper's cool. I like the idea of being a scrapper. Climbing I don't care about so much. Guard's badge I don't care about so much. But I think I'd like to get the scrapper and the cartographer, because cartographer sounds cool. In real life I would hate it because I'd have to travel, but in this game I could not. Hello, mask crafter. The atmosphere... Oh, God, camera. The atmosphere in the tent is intense, uncomfortable. Claim the entertainer's mask. I show my entertainer's badges to the mask crafter. I could also choose this mask that I'm wearing right now, too. The mask I'm wearing right now is the clan of the Ibexi, which is my clan. So I could just stay with my clan and do whatever I wanted. Wow. Oh my god. It's just a puppet. This is a great outfit, to be honest with you. This is a little silly. I'm not gonna lie. This is on the silly meter. This is at least a 6. Well, that's certainly not what I thought that mask was gonna look like. Oh, wait. Is that bell sounds that are coming every time I take a step? Okay, so here's the thing. I'd like to wear this as a goof, but hearing those bells ring is gonna like drive me nuts. Hello, Sable. Do you recognize my... Oh, it's Jotty. That's like my... Jotty's like my mom. I don't actually know if she's my mom, but she's like my mom character. Jotty, the very sound of her reaches into my chest and curls warmly, cozily around my heart. I'm only kidding with you. One never forgets the voice that first assigned them chores, I hope you've been enjoying your gliding and seeing the world at your pace. I expect that you've been good and well behaved on your travels. And I hope you've also tried being a little bad. Not rude or unkind, but I hope you bent a few rules and known the small joys of sneaky little secrets. Perhaps I have bent some rules once or twice, or possibly I just felt like I have, which I think is probably the best part about being a little bad anyway. I'll be brief, Sable, because even though my heart could pour out itself out for a few hours, I don't want you standing out there for too long. We returned to the ewer, all of us. Our period of grazing has ended, and we're back precisely where you left us, though I think a little calmer than we were those last few days. There is absolutely no rush to return. If you're having a wonderful time out there, I hope you keep it up. The gliding is yours to extend. But if and when you are ready, know that we are waiting for you with arms that will welcome you regardless of your decision. Now I should go. Halau's giving us a little poetry reading. Bet you're sorry to miss that, See you at the gliding's end at the ewer. Take care. It's difficult not to feel a pull to go to her and to them straight away, but I can tell even in her tone that there is no undue pressure or poorly hidden hope. When I'm ready to end my gliding, I'll go back to the Ibexi. So for the record, what happened at the very beginning of the game is the clan's kind of getting ready to say goodbye because I have to do the gliding on my own. And then I go into the cave to get this Ibexi mask, which is the one I'm wearing right now, and when I came out, they were all gone. I didn't get a chance to say goodbye. They all just had to like get up and leave and abandon me. And so everyone goes through the gliding. Everyone has to walk around the world and find their mask and find their path. And then one of the people that I'm missing, my character is mentioned, is Saima, who's was a close friend, and she hasn't either returned or she picked her thing and then left. We don't know which of the things she did. And this is a chum egg. And if we get like 100 of these, we can get a chum mask. Abandon like a child playing hide and seek. I don't know what that's a reference to, but there's no way whatsoever that I could possibly abandon a child while playing a game of hide and seek, Moon. No, I don't know what you're talking about. I would never. There was no child abandonment. You guys are making up these stories to make me look bad, and it's fake news. We could go back, but there's a few more masks and badges out there to collect, so should go find Elizabeth at the Bridge of the Betrayed. It's southwest of Burnt Oak Station. Okay, I want to do this one because I met this lady pretty early on. Hello, machinist guy who didn't acknowledge that I was also a machinist. To the Bridge of the Betrayed, which sounds like it'll be a pretty fun, like, I'm not picking up any trauma or turmoil from that location. That could be something up there. That looks like something. I don't know if it's the Bridge of the Betrayed, but we might as well head around and see if we can get any identifying markers on our map. You know, I just want to say that we haven't had a drink of water or eaten any food this entire game. My immersion is ruined. Oh, this is probably the Bridge of the Betrayed. This bridge looks betrayed as heck. Oh yeah, look at this. Can you feel the betrayal on this bridge right now? Are you kidding me? God, so betrayed, so bridge. Very bridge, much betrayal. Not a great bridge. Well, it was betrayed. I mean, it could have been a great bridge before it was betrayed. I'm just saying, let's be a little bit more kind to the bridge. Whoa! It's a big chum. Is this the chum queen? We're in the chum lair? Hello, your highness and or your royalfulness. Upon seeing the frankly humongous chum holding up the remains of an ancient stone tower, I nearly jump out of my skin. Before I collect myself, I hear a voice cooing in my head. Ah, hello, wanderer. Please do not be frightened. The giant chum cocks its head and chirps. Is this real? I express my tentative disbelief for this scenario. I am talking to you as much as I'm able to talk, and you're able to perceive my thoughts, but I assure you, I'm as real as you are. I hear you are carrying some of my children. I can feel the eggs squirming in my satchel at their mention. I relax suddenly, comforted by the absurdity of the situation. Your name is old and vast, like the desert. I mouth the syllables as it chirps silently. Sable, how beautiful. I don't have a name as such. But I am the queen of the chums. You may call me Queen Chum, or Chum Queen, as you prefer. I bow my head politely. It's an honor to meet you, Queen. The Queen seems surprised by my formality. Oh my, you're such a proper little human. She's so gonna eat me, dude. Well, you being here feels very lucky indeed. Perhaps you could help us. Our eggs are scattered throughout the deserts, but they need to be planted somewhere safe. Bring them here, little one. I'll be able to give you something for the favor. My answer comes without hesitation. A big yes. You're kind of a little slug, aren't you? I think I'm going to like you, Sable. To start things off, bring me 5 eggs. I have them with me already. You've been busy, so many of us together already. Excellent work, young Sable. The Queen coos at me while her gentle voice resonates in my head. Oh, how fortunate for you to have taken an interest in us. I find myself smiling at this compliment. You're a rare specimen in this age. My God. She's gonna eat at us. A teardrop of destiny. The crystal of Sable. Yes, we got a chum queen deal. Fist pump. Stamina increased. Let's go, dude. This isn't even an RPG, so imagine when you actually play an RPG how confused you'll be. Well, now you've gotten me all emotional. Lucky for you, the cheers of a chum carry great power, but I suggest you keep that information to yourself. I nod solemnly, sparing her any elaboration on her suggestion. The tear feels like a gift. I feel stronger, more resilient. Bring me 15 eggs next. Well, I did have 15 eggs, and then you took them, and now I only have 17, unfortunately, so I don't have 15, so we'll have to come back. Haha, just kidding, I have 15 eggs. I deliver eggs. Young Sable, so kind of you to visit me again. You've helped become quite a little collective. Her imagined voice is like a cool towel on the back of my neck. All the little ones you brought home are so thrilled to be a part of a family now. Are they? Because I don't see them anywhere. Like an axolotl? Yeah, I kind of get that vibe. It's like an axolotl worm. Another tear. God, you're so sad. The real chum was inside of us all along. Is that more stamina? Can I just climb everywhere now? Let's go! You spared them a life of solitude and distant wanderings. They are so grateful, even now in their youth. I feel the power of the Queen's tears buzzing within me, even as I hold back my own. Now I'll need 20 eggs from you. Well, I have 2 eggs, and I could give you these 2 eggs. But clearly, you are putting arbitrary value on your own children's lives, and that's honestly, quite frankly, disgusting. So there's a way to glitch through these walls here, and behind one of these walls has a chum mask. And that's how the speed run works, is basically you clip through these walls. Oh, wow, I have so much climbing power now. So basically you clip through those walls, and as you grab the chum mask, and then you head back to our clan. So we're actually really close to our clan. Our clan is back here, so if I were to go here right now, we could see all of our friends and family. She's just like me, for real, for real. Fur. If you know, you know. On God, 100 flame emoji. Do you also put arbitrary value on your children's lives, Christian? Because I don't know if that's a compliment. I don't know if that's something you want to be associated with. Looks pretty betrayed. I'm glad you agree. We did it. We found the bridge betrayed. That means our friend Elizabeth might be here. Although, good luck getting up here. Oh, wait. I can get up here because I have super stamina. Let's go. I would not have been able to do this without my newfound stamina gift. Look, I don't even have to recharge my stamina before climbing again. That's freaking dope. Dude, this new stamina is actually, like, a hack. God, I don't know about you guys, but I am feeling so betrayed on this bridge. Bridge of the Betrayed sounds like a late 2000s symphonic metal band's final album before their lead singer, Derek Gungar, decides he has to go back to being a waiter. That's Elizabeth, I think. Elizabeth, is that you? We found you at last. You told us to come look for you if we were ever at the Bridge of the Betrayed. Elizabeth greets me. Ah, you decided to join me. I wanted to see you. Tell Elizabeth I wanted to see her again and that I'm here for our second hello. She seems to like that and gives me a little pat on the arm. I wanted to see you too. Didn't have any trouble with the climb, did you? I tell her no and ask how she managed. Been keeping pretty spry all these years, not to mention the views, all the motivation an old ladybird like me needs. Thank you though, little glider. You're a good one. I'd like to give you this with my gratitude. Given our present location, it does seem a little on the nose, perhaps, but a guard's badge. With a quick nod to the great statues looming behind her, Elizabeth hands me a guard's badge. I flip it over in my hand, rubbing my thumb across its face, and I thank her for it. Oh, it's just a little token, but suppose it's also something to think about on your gliding, eh? The guard's life treated me well enough, and if you've ever fancy giving it a go, the badge gets you one step closer. I picture myself in a guard's mask. It is odd, but not absurd. Would I be any good? Take care now, friend. Perhaps I'll see you along my next travels. Thinking about a visit to the wash, you know. So if you ever happen to glide on by, I cheerfully promise I will keep an eye out. One more thing. If you do go the guard route, I perk up. She turns and gestures to the statues again. Aim to be the one on the high ground. Way he's angled, the fella coming up from the bottom doesn't stand a chance. I knew that reference. We share a warm goodbye and I go on my way. Can you imagine, like, you meet this random person who says, I'm going to be at the Bridge of Betrayed, and you make this huge, like, journey to come see her, and then she's like, hey, here's a badge. All right, see you later. And that was it. I wanted to hang out. I thought we were going to grab, like, coffee or something, you know? I'm feeling so betrayed right now on this bridge. Perhaps the real betrayal were the friends we didn't make along the way. I just want to make sure there's no money back here, because I am pretty low on money, because I spent it all on bike parts. 100 cuts, let's go! I like how it's just telling me what cuts are now. I'm almost done the game. I know what cuts are. How do I get in? I wonder if I can climb up somehow. Let's find out. Hold on. This might be clothes. Bouldering trousers. Trousers? Tight foot wrappings allow you to keep your every nook and foothold as you climb. It doesn't feel more effective at climbing. Not gonna lie, I'm not a fan of these pants whatsoever. Don't think I'm gonna go with these. I think I like my pants a little bit more. They make me feel more connected to the evilness inside of my heart. I feel a suggestion enter my mind. When the swords cross, stand face to face. When the swords cross, stand face to face. When the swords cross, stand face to face. Where the Nords floss, fland from face to place. When the hordes not, where the swords cross. Do they have swords? They do, but they're not crossing. When the swords or where the swords? A chum. Hey, I met your mom. Shadow maybe? Oh, that's a great suggestion, Christian. The swords cross above the door. Yeah, the shadows don't look like they... Well, the sword... What do you mean the swords cross above... You cross above the... And the swords... What do you mean the swords cross... Under the higher up statue? It's right above the face. That's probably not it. Moontruther's gaslight. I mean, Moontruther is a gaslighter. That's kind of what Moontruther does. Do you suppose there's an angle that I could look at this that make the swords cross, or is that thinking too far ahead? I got some dye. There's an angle. I just don't know if that's what I meant to be doing. Can you tell me again? When the swords cross, stand face to face. I don't even know what that means. When the swords... Are those supposed to be the sword? Yeah, we don't know who's giving us the advice. It's a voice in our head. Okay, don't fall. Don't fall. Don't fall. No, I said don't fall. Imagine you doing what I ask you to do for once in our lives. It feels like it's so possible, but like she's just not climbing like fast enough. I'm pretty sure what we're doing is not the right thing. I'm starting to think that there's literally no reason for me to be climbing up here, guys. Just getting those vibes, you know? I feel like maybe getting up here might help, but I don't think I can get up there either. You need to be on the other side of the statue to make them cross. How about you? How about you cross these? I don't. But that doesn't. That seems like it's just taking us so far out of the level, right? Do the shadows move with time? Yes, but if they... I like doing the smooth criminal lean. Man, this is when you get hit by and you got struck by that smooth criminal. The shadows do move with time, but there has yet to be a time-based puzzle, so this would be a very odd place to have one. I could probably make them cross from over here. Like, I'm pretty close to making them cross here. Okay, I'm Googling, because I don't want to stay here forever. Oh, wow, it is a time-based one. Very interesting. I did not see that coming whatsoever. That's the first time there's been a time-based one in this game, and Christian is still here. Congratulations, Christian. You actually got it correct. We were all close. We were just slightly off in our placement. This is the first puzzle that's been even remotely like this. God, Christian's so smart. Can we get a round of applause? So basically, if I understood correctly, the swords will just cross here as I just wait here. The thing says, here, I'll read out the thing. This refers to the two statues that are above the puzzle. You'll need to stand on the pedestal facing the mask, waiting for the sun to rise, and join the two shadows cast by the swords. This happens a few minutes after sunrise. I just left my character standing there and did something else. The mask will open automatically as long as you are facing it when the sun is in the correct position. And so we're gonna go through it. So, you guys with me? You guys watch I'm waiting for Christian, right? It's insane. So, yeah. Scary contest, right? My eyes are closed. Okay, so just you guys start, and tell me your eyes are closed. And I'll do the same. My eyes are open. Tell the truth of the world and reality. My eyes are open to the capabilities of human visuality, and also things and stuff. You know what I'm saying? You can't see me, obviously, but I've, like, pulled my microphone as far as it can go, and I'm leaned back all the way in my chair, and I'm just, like, half asleep. Like, I'm not remotely sitting up the way I'm supposed to. Okay, I can see the sun. Okay, this is it. Pause, champ. We should have run a prediction. Do you think it'll work? Come on, open sesame. Let's go. Please, this will be the best moment of my life if this happens. It's the best moment of my life. We did all that for a chest with pants. Let's go. Pants achieved. Look at that, guys. We did it. We got pants. Christian, MVP of the stream. 10 out of 10 human being. Flippin' let's go. Now this is epic. Thank you for the pants. We're never going to wear them again. Cool. Now that that's done, let's actually go play the game. Let's have some fun. Now this is a bacon moment. Only had to sit outside the iPhone store for 2 days. I don't really know what I want to pick. That's the problem. Out of like the careers, out of the badges I've gotten, I really don't know which ones I like. I might go for like Scrapper or like something. I don't know. I've unlocked 2 masks. I've unlocked the Machinist mask and I've unlocked the Entertainer's mask, which is funny because I can just pick the Ibexi mask if I want. And then I've got 2 Beatles badges. I think this thing might actually give me a 3rd. I'd like to get a Cartographer's badge and a Merchant badge, and then maybe a Guard's badge. I don't really care too much for the climbing one. So we just have to go around and find quests. Don't lose your bike. I assure you that I'm not currently in the process of losing my bike. Come back. I think I need to go like, come back. Oh. Hey, look, there's a beetle. Come back. Okay. Hey, look, I'm gonna. Oh, I'm a sad boy. If I'm correct, I have to just find a piece of, yeah, I have to do this. This is what I had to do for the other 3 beetle things I've done so far. I want you. You're mine. Get destroyed. There we go. Sheesh. Sheesh. Chop it down with what? With what tool do you suggest I chop it down with? Look. No, you were supposed to eat the food, not get scared by me. No. Dude, he's like staring me down. Bro. Don't mind me. I'm just gonna attack from the above. This dude is like very defensive of the food that I just gave him. Anyone else have this kind of thing at their school gym? Stop staring at me, bro. He ate it. He ate it so fast. Didn't even want to share with the rest of the class? Like, seriously, Kyle. I just need 3 of you guys as a human sacrifice. Like, honestly, it's not even a human sacrifice. You're all beetles anyways. Oh, should I run? Is that what I'm doing wrong? Okay, I'm annoyed. These tricky bugs require a tricky solution. The nest is sandy on the inside, but the entire area is surrounded by rocky terrain. You need to catch them on the rocky area because they can't dig through. Oh. Where is there not sand here? I'm sorry, do you see anywhere even remotely here that's not made of sand? Like, everything is made of sand. Guess I'll just walk all the way over here and hope that they can eat on a slant. Look, everyone, it's a yum tasty treat. Look, everybody, it's a platform in which we can all consume our delicious food together as a family. Please make your way into the performance area and eat your delicious yum-yums. If there's anyone interested in obtaining yum-yums, they are in fact available for purchase. How do I get all their attention? They're all way over there. There we go, there we go. These guys are gonna chomp for sure. Look, you see the yum-yum? Too bad, you can't burrow down, you're mine. We're getting there. Look at this, look at those yum-yums. You see that yum-yum? Look, I'm not even here because I would never want to interrupt your yum-yum eating time. Get absolutely destroyed. I have interrupted your yum-yum eating time. Ambushed. Raffle. Let's go. We did it. I did it all by myself. You guys were no help. You guys didn't come up with any solutions that were viable. Let's go. Hello, guard. Oh, it's Elizabeth. What's up? Funny enough, I was just thinking about you. I mean, we just saw each other like 5 minutes ago. I didn't recognize you. Haha, well, how could you be expected to, seeing as how lean and weary I've gotten since my second gliding? I'm going from fighting shape to traveling shape. This old body never lets me down. Elizabeth chuckles, hands on hip. I ask her why she was thinking of me. I was considering all the things I never got to see on my first gliding. I was in such a hurry to get out of Ekria and became a guard that my gliding was more a piercing, a straight shot to the big city. Before I knew it, I was years along my path and I'd never seen Hokawa, never swam in the underground lakes, never figured out what's inside a Nemor plant. I don't think I know either. Well, I'd love to find out. I'm sure I've passed a few of them when I came through the petrified forest, but it was daylight then, and the sun makes them close right up. Of course, I might have just been in too much of a rush to really look. Old habits, eh? Anyways, don't think I'll be making my way back through up there anytime soon, so if you happen to stumble upon one, maybe you could crack it open and let me know what you find. Something's got to be making it glow, right? What? You don't need to do that. Oh, what am I saying? I'm retired. I'm gliding and I want what I want. Open up a Nemor plant and bring me whatever's inside. Here's hoping it isn't some awful poison slime. I'll bet that's exactly what it is. Yes, that might be a bit of a letdown. Well done. We got a beetle badge. Let's go! Okay, so we have a beetle badge now, right? So we can make a beetle mask. But also, if we do that thing that Elizabeth just asked us for, then we can make 2 masks at once. And then we have like all the masks in the world. So let's head to the petrified forest, which is apparently very close. Oh, there's a cartographer up there too. We could get a second cartographer badge if we can figure out how to get up there. And now that I have advanced climbing, it might be easier. That could be pretty lit, fam. That could be pretty sheesh. Man, this game loves to lag. Any Nemor plants in chat? Wait, do I have to carry this all the way back? Oh, I just have to crack it open. Butterflies! So we just took a plant, smashed open the plant, and then stole the things from inside. We need one more. We need one more. We need one more. Destroyed. You are mine. Cool. We can get a guard mask too now. Yes, we destroyed a habitat, but if it didn't want to be destroyed, it shouldn't have been so easy to be destroyed. You know what I'm saying? Like, has it ever considered, I don't know, putting up a defense? If it's not even fighting back, is it really... It's like a victimless crime. I'm going to go back to my bike, and then from there I'm going to find the cartographer. Low-key, I would love to be a fisher in this game, too. I'd love to get the fishing mask, but it looks like it takes forever. Okay, let's see if we can get up to the cartographer. And if we can't, then we'll just return the mask, and then we'll make our 3 masks that we can make. Or the 2 masks, or whatever. I think it's 2. Alright, I have no idea if this is even possible. We're gonna figure it out, because we're in it to win it. We're gonna win Best Sable Player on April 10th, 2023 at 12:59 PST. And I dare anyone to challenge me. The cartographer parts feel like the most challenging parts of this game, because I genuinely have no idea if I'm going the right direction or not, and I'm terrified to fall down and find out. Like that, like I almost didn't hook on there, and I would have cried. Please, no! Dude, please. My heart can't take this. Can I not get up through this way? Is this like the line? This is the part where the game said, no, this isn't real. I can see it up there. No. Are you kidding me? It's up there. I can see the balloon. He's right up there. I can't see him, but I know he's up there. Oh wait, there's a thing down there. But is that where I just was? Did I just walk all the way around the... Well, I don't know how else to... It's not letting me hook on from here, which is ridiculous because look how close I am. A chum! Okay, well, we may not get that really important thing we want, but we did get a collectible. Can I get up from here? No, because now I'm even worse position. That's the problem with this game, I think, is that there's so few puzzles in it that when you are hit with a puzzle, you're just immediately overwhelmed because it's like, what on earth did the difficulty come from? Is there anyone here, or are these just empty tents? Another collectible. Let's go. Is that... Oh, that's Bone Marrow Station. I was like, what the heck is that? This is the only way up. Please, video game. I'm begging you. I am upset under these current circumstances. Am I not supposed to go all the way up? Can I just go to, like, this one? Will this one let me climb up? Am I... Why would it give me the... So it gave me a ledge that I wasn't even supposed to climb? Okay, I don't care. Whatever. Cartographer, give me a map. Or a badge. Or both, I suppose. My presence surprises the cartographer, which in turn surprises me. See, I want this mask. That mask looks sick. Whoa, where'd you come from? You shouldn't sneak up on me like that. It's not worth explaining. I clearly came from below. Can I buy a map? I will take a cartographer's badge. I will take a map. And I will take your bike wings for no other reason than that sounds fun. I will also sell you some butterflies. Just a couple butterflies, just in case you need them. You know, I don't know. You have nothing else to sell now. You might as well buy some butterflies from me. I appreciate how open this game is, but sometimes it's a little too open. What can I find in this region? The petrified forest is wonderful. If you venture inside, you might see some giant geodesic stones, and who knows what fun creatures you might find lurking nearby. The Marrowbone Station's tucked safely beneath the bones of an ancient giant. Yeah, I can see it. I say the last bit with some added flair. I appreciate their theatricality. Oh, and if you've never seen The Watch, well, let me just say there are quite a few engineering feats quite as resonant. Finally, Parasuta, the Great Worm. Most people will tell you that it's some ancient monument, sort of a tribute to something, but I think it may have been alive once. What other regions are we near? If you're feeling adventurous, head west through the Badlands to the Blackland Sands of Hakoa, and to the north you'll find Sandsea. Well, thank you, Sci-Fi. You're very kind and generous. Okay, well, let's go turn in that thing and maybe get a guard badge, and maybe we can get 2 masks, which would be pretty insane. Amazing! Elizabeth is wrapped in wonder. Butterflies, who knew? If you'd given me 1,000 chances, I never would have guessed. I love butterflies, don't you? They flit across the world along their little paths, dancing alone on the wind, but they seem so pleased whenever they meet up. Like us, I think. A bit like us, I think. She looks out at the horizon again. Thank you, you're a wonder. Now please, take this, another badge for the Nemor-picking butterfly, wrangling young glider, who's been so helpful. I take the badge and put it away. I always thought guards were stern and stoic, but Elizabeth is bright, joyful, it is powerful. Next on my list I've got Hakoa. Decided it was worth making the trip again. Wish me luck, and I wish our paths to cross again. I have a feeling they will, because you probably got way more side quests for me. It's okay, it'll be on YouTube in 7 years. The center of Brunswick? New Brunswick? How am I expected to get over there? I mean, that doesn't really do much, but if I can get on there, then I can do that, I guess. Is that the idea? But I can't get up there to do that now, because now that's too high up. Oh, unless I lower that one even more, perhaps. Okay, I did not think that was gonna work. It's another Saren module. Let's go. Come on, Sing. You know what we're up against. We purge our engines out here. We've got nothing for the terraformers. We need to land now. Cram it, Deacon. Wow. Look, every day the radiation's getting worse. I can't keep selling this BS to the crew. And no, I'm not landing on that planet either. We're not landing anywhere until we know more about these atmospheric anomalies. There may be life signs on the surface, but that doesn't mean they're hospitable. But we do need the stuff on the ship, Deacon. Mission be damned. That planet is the whole reason we're here. If we don't get those terraformers up and functional, then we came out here for nothing. How's that going to look? We go back without completing our objective, you can forget a promotion. You'll be sent home to some outworld rock to monitor a relay station, Captain. There's a bit of tense silence after the emphasis on Captain, and I feel as though I'm listening to something I shouldn't. The one called Sing speaks again. Okay, just once we get within range of the planet, we give Saren 2 more days to figure out what's causing the disturbance. I don't want to fly through it if we don't know what it is, but we may not have a choice. Attaboy, Sing. I knew you'd make the right call. Now come on, sit down and have a drink with me. Get the hell out of my room, Deacon. There is some silence, shuffling, and a faint hiss of air. Then it's just the lonely voice of the captain again. I wonder how long ago this all was. Saren, override privacy protocol on Finance Officer Deacon. I want you to keep an eye on him. Yes, Captain. Very interesting. I don't know what we've walked on. So we've been finding these terminals, which presumably are from these large abandoned ships about how our people got to this planet in the first place. But we're still kind of in the middle of processing what all the information needs. Like, we don't quite understand how we're here or why, and the game is intentionally leaving it vague. These terminals are really the only clue as to how we got to this planet, but beyond that, we don't know. But some people are mad at some other people, and it's not ideal. But we got some scrap metal, which is pretty pog champions, if you ask me. Elizabeth! What? I didn't think you were going to be here. What are the chances? You look well. Friend, I affect a casual air, and she cannot see me grin, so I ask how she's found herself here. Well, I plan to go to Hakoa properly, but as much as I have faith in these old bones to hold me, I didn't fancy roaming in the waste for too long. Shame, though. I was hoping to grab a few glowing mushrooms. If you can get past the surface pools, they make for quite a snack. Oh, no. I told her I've never known them to be edible. I'd seen some Driss supplies once, and he had told me they were poisonous and never to touch them. Oh, they're very much edible. Found that out very entertaining evening in Akria. Let's just say there's a case to be made that this is my 3rd gliding, if I count that night as my 2nd. She laughs at the memories. I cheekily reevaluate several things about Driss. You've done enough for me, of course, but if you happen to be upon those fungi luminescent little fellows, I'd love a few. They tend to grow in a cave at the sulfur pool south of here. So here's a fun little tidbit of information for you. So Pasta was asking me earlier if I can buy things back from vendors that I sell. This guy should have like 15 glowing mushrooms. Can I buy a map? No, but you do have 18 glowing mushrooms. I'd like to buy 6, please. I could have just traveled to the cave, but instead I traveled halfway across the world just to buy those back. Hey, I'm back. Elizabeth is sharpening a knife with a carved hilt and humming a tune that seems at once new and familiar. The sound of her voice is calming then, but boons a welcome. She returns, triumphant, I bet. I confirm as much with a handful of mushrooms, and she raises them to her face to smell. As she inhales, I look at the worn edges of her mask. The sun-bleached brow, the wear and tear of age, the scuffs benefiting a veteran guard. I remember that before all this, she had seen combat, danger, adventure. There is a deep and crooked line along the cheek where she must have put it back together after a break, and I wonder at what or who did the damage. I bet they thought they had won, that she was beaten until they saw Elizabeth grin laid bare, bloody and perilous. She tucks the mushrooms away and draws out a 3rd badge. One more token of my friendship, and a little boost too, should you ever decide to become a guard like me. I'm not sure it's right for me. It might not be, and you won't hear any pressure from me either way. For what it's worth, I think you'd be good at it. You've got a keen eye, a helpful demeanor, and enough patience to listen to this old bird squawk for ages. The rest you can learn, and I'd be happy to teach you. I thank her and tell her I'll think on it. Don't think too hard. I know it feels like whatever you choose is yours forever, but is one of many choices you're going to make, and not even the biggest. This gliding you're on, it's only your first. There's plenty more life to live. I ask where she's headed next. She laughs. Into these mushrooms first. Then who knows, wherever I am moved to go, but I'm sure I'll see you there. We got another guard badge that we don't need. Hello, mask crafter. I would like to claim the guard's mask. In attack mode. I want to know the lore behind these things. Surely this isn't a normal thing to do with someone. Just open up their face and put your hand in. It's very disrespectful. Merci beaucoup. And, hey, I know we just went through like a very emotional experience about crafting a mask and possibly deciding my fate and future, but I do have a beetle mask I would also like to claim. I can't skip this, by the way, so even if I wanted to, I couldn't. The big plot twist at the end of this game is that it's just a very chill puzzle adventure game, and then it turns into Squid Game at the very end, and you have to massacre everyone you've ever met. It's pretty cool. Thank you, Mask Crafter. I'll be back. I need one more cartographer badge. I need, I think, a couple of merchant badges. The guard mask. A mask with 3 feathers from an eagle, worn by guards in Akria mostly, but it's occasionally seen out in the dunes under special circumstances. It's not bad. It's not bad at all. It's certainly... Is that his face? I don't know. I'm not really sure. I'm kind of afraid to ask. We have acquired our mask of the guard. Let's see what else we got. The beetle mask. A mask made to resemble a Hercules beetle, made from intricately worked husks that feel hard and rock, but extremely lightweight. Ooh, we're a beetle. Look at that. So the beetles are like the innkeepers. That's kind of what that is. They're like the beetles are the innkeepers, and like they serve drinks and alcoholics and... Oh, we can kind of kneel just to get dramatic effect. Look at that. I'm a beetle. I am Ringo McCartney. Bartenders? Well, there's no real alcohol. God, this one is just so dumb looking. I am definitely not being an entertainer if it means I have to wear this mask for the rest of my life. Also, I haven't seen a single entertainer. It seems like the lore is that the entertainers' badges are given to you by children, because at one point I think Sable says she had to make them. I remember making these as a child. It's not the most well-made badge you'll ever see, but it has a certain spirit. So it sounds like the kids make the badge and then give them to you. So that one's a little terrifying. I don't mind the machinist one. I like the idea of the machinist more than I like the mask. There's something about the Ibexi mask that just says I should stay home. I do like the cartographer. I want to see what the cartographer mask looks like. If it looks like the ones they're actually wearing. And we've got... I don't think I'm going to get the merchant badge. The scrapper would be fun, but I don't know if we have enough for that. Cartographer's badge is kind of the last one that I really want before I maybe call the game quits and then decide on which mask to wear. Let me just see how much, I think it's at 7 oak, right? Or burnt oak. There's a guy who buys scrap there. I'll see if I have enough to get a second scrapper badge. Hello. I've got more scrap for you. Alton barely looks up at me. You better have something for me, Glider. I got scrap metal. I say goodbye. Nope, not enough for a second badge. Can I just climb into his ceiling and steal that money back there? I kind of want to go back to my home and say hi to my friends and family, but I'm going to do that at the end of the game anyway, so that's where we're going to end today. That's where we're going to end our stream today. What the heck is that? Oh, the done. Yeah, we said that already.